All right, we've got the last winner of our last survey giveaway is, I'm going to not get this last name right, Leon Meow in the room. Leon? Going once, going twice. All right. Rune Stromsness. Rune, are you in the room? All right, you can pick up your Xbox at the registration desk. Thank you. And thank you everyone for filling out the surveys. We very much appreciate that. We definitely use that feedback. And with that, we're wrapping up our plenary session for Nanog 61. Thank you very much for attending. I want to take the time to thank all of our speakers. We have a lot of wonderful sponsors, but without the speakers, you'd all be sitting here looking at a blank wall. Thank you very much, everybody. And with that, I'll hand over to Betty Burke.
Hi, everyone. End of long 3 days, but it's been fantastic. 898 people, 98. 2 more would be wonderful, but just the same, a great meeting, huge, huge, huge. There's some, got some sliding going on here. I want to take a moment as we wrap up and just again echo what Greg said. It is a tribute to the volunteers of this organization that the program committee can put together with speakers who volunteer their time to bring relevant content to all of us. It really is appreciated. So thank you, Greg. And PC. My job is to sort of give us just a sense of who's all here and what we know about the meeting. For us, I think it's really important to see that the work that we put into Guidebook, the new mobile interface to get to the agenda, seems to be a big hit. If we had 898 folks here and 557 downloaded the agenda to Guidebook, it's a pretty good acceptance rate. Which was also leading, I think, I hope, to the presentation survey responses. We always, as Greg said, remind you to take the survey. Please remind you to take the survey. It tells us, it gives us guidance in terms of whether you like presentations or not. And in addition to the general survey, we tried to make it easier for you to take the survey. I believe maybe that was the reason, or that you just all wanted to tell me what you thought, but the number of survey responses are also going up, which is greatly appreciated. A reminder that the general survey, which is trailing a little bit, which I use to plan space for you and give you cookies and those kinds of things about the event, please in the next 2 weeks, if not now, tell me what you think of the meeting. It is really important that we all acknowledge these individuals, companies, ooh, sorry, went too fast, on the list. We've worked really hard to keep your registration fees down. I believe it's 6 years now, Patrick, that we haven't increased the registration fee, and in large part we can do that because of the commitment of vendors to help pay for the infrastructure, all the other costs that it takes to run Nanog, and their dedication and willingness to support Nanog is greatly appreciated. These individual meeting sponsors are here with sponsor awareness for the meeting in Bellevue, and we work really hard to make it a value proposition for them and hopefully bring new technology from the vendor perspective to all of you. So thank you to all of them as well. I truly love my job. I really love coming to Nanog meetings and working with all of you on the good days and the bad days. But these individuals in the community on your behalf make it easier for me. So I want to personally thank them all for their help. The board, the program committee, the development committee, communications committee, which is part of your structure, make it easier for me to help. I want to pay special attention and thank you to all the staff who deal with all the technical issues, AMS who make sure that you can register for meetings and that you have t-shirts and lanyards and all of the things that support us at our events. Alyssa Miller and her firm and team that help us with messaging and working with our sponsors. Veralan, who works really, really hard to plan the network for us and work with our connectivity sponsor. And our good friends at Network Utility Force, who really provide IT guidance to me on your behalf. So thank you to them, please. This is the fun part. I spend a little bit of time on Wednesday really trying to get to a snapshot of the types of folks that we service here. We will post this information on the website, so I won't read it verbatim, give you a few seconds here to look at it, but it gives us a sense of, well, see, it was 8:58 when I did this, how many members, how many non-members, how many students that we had, how many folks who make up the committee structure are here, how many speakers we had. Great activity in that we had 3 fellowship recipients, and then we had 13 individuals who paid to go to the education class and also paid a Nanog registration fee. So I think the expansion of Nanog is far and wide. Interesting statistics, we're of course the North American Network Operators Group, but we have lots of other countries here. And this is always one that you're always interested in, is the, and you tell us, we do not keep this information, so as reported to us, this is the breakdown of companies by organizations represented here. Some other important statistics, which I think is important for us, is, again, it's self-information, submitted information. What type of community are we? It's pretty interesting that we still see some of our core roots in these numbers, having done Nanog for a few years. Anyone want to comment? Anything interesting in that number? So, with that said, we have a full list of upcoming activities. We have in 2014 some Nanog on the Road meetings, and of course our joint meeting with Erin in the fall, which is also our elections time. We will again be opening registration to 2 educational classes that will take place on Sunday before Nanog 62. So if any of you have young engineers or others who could benefit from those classes, let us know. Look for information on the website. I think it's a great value, at least of the students that are going through the program. We will put the call for presentation for Nanog 62 and the education classes out in a few weeks. I think it's the 16th or something like that. Takes us a little bit of time, Greg, to get that all organized. I also, this information is on the website. It's a busy slide, but I wanted you all to think about the fact that we are scheduling on your behalf events into 2015. So we have now a trajectory of where we're going and what we're doing. And you'll notice at the very end of this slide, we have just recently signed hotel contracts for locations in 2016, and we're looking for hosts. So if anyone is interested in hosting a Nanog meeting in 2016, come find me. My departing slide, which is really, again, to thank all of you and welcome you back in October in Baltimore. It's going to be a great location, nice cozy venue, and it would be fantastic to see the same kind of growth that we have here in Baltimore, but do register a little early, and as soon as the hotel room block goes up, get your hotel reservation in so I'm not scrambling at the end to get rooms for all of you. With that, I can let you all leave and say goodbye, or be happy to answer any questions.
Before we break, I do want to remind everyone, we've got a break coming up right after this, and then still 2 tracks, the peering track in the Evergreen Room and the research and education track in the Evergreen Room downstairs. Michael's telling me it's downstairs. Oh, right here. It's in this room, right here.
Michael
Okay.
does not want you to leave. Again,
And then, of course, the social tonight by Facebook at Lucky Strike Power Play, just right across the street or Skybridge to the mall.
thank you again, everyone. Safe travels.